Greetings! In this video I'll be painting a Veteran Sergeant of the Emperor's Spears chapter. This chapter was requested by one of you guys, specifically for a Sergeant. I wanted to go a bit fancy for this guy, so I hope a Veteran Sergeant's okay. I've got a fair amount of custom parts here, check the description for a disclaimer. Some kit-bashed pieces include the Spear, which comes from the 30k melee upgrade kit, and the Helmet Plume, which I believe comes from the old scale Mark IV kit that's probably going to be replaced soon. Like usual, I've primed the model black with my airbrush, though a rattle can spray primer also works. My first step was to base coat the entire model with Alaitoc blue. I thinned this a little and did 2 coats to get complete coverage. Next, I went in with Hoeth blue and painted in some manual edge highlights. This takes some time, but I wanted this guy to be a bit cleaner than my usual paint jobs. For a final highlight, I went with Blue Horror, doing some of the most pronounced edges in an attempt to make those bits stand out more. In hindsight, this colour is a bit too bright. Fenrisian Grey would have been my choice for a toned down colour. I then switched to Abaddon Black and painted in all of the undersuit details, as well as the power pack cabling and the nodule sections. The Armorial was also painted in at this stage, sharing the same black. The Emperor's Spears paint their right knee pad a darker blue, as a base for personal heraldry. I carefully applied Kantor blue to the middle of the knee, avoiding the edges so as to use the previously applied Alaitoc blue as a highlight. Next I switched to Ulthuan Grey to base coat the white details, specifically the Crux Imperialis, the skull on the Armorial, and the helmet. In preparation for decals, I painted the right pauldron and the right knee pad with a gloss varnish. Onto the cloth now. I used Zandri dust as a base coat, applying it over the tabard, the purity seal parchment, and the scroll on the right greave. For the first highlight, I used Dishabti bone, applying it roughly over most of the material, trying to emphasise the shapes modelled into the cloth. Screaming Skull followed, painting in lines which help promote the rough-hewn appearance. I'm largely using White Dwarf 460 as a reference for this chapter. The right knee pad is depicted here as a place for personal heraldry, so when I applied decals off camera, I placed some decals in an heraldic style there. The pauldron markings depict him as a veteran sergeant of a close support squad, like assault intercessors. Back to the painting, I went in with Rhinox hide to base coat the leather bits. Next, I used Scrag Brown. This was applied as an edge highlight for the Rhinox hide, as well as to apply some scratches and cuts. Deathclaw Brown was next, which further emphasised the scratches and cuts from the previous step. Onto some Mephiston red now. Base coating the cable on his upper arm, then going over the eye lenses and painting in the bits on the transverse crest. The Emperor's Spears display crests for rank, so for this crest I'll be using a red and black pattern, which depicts a veteran sergeant. I went back to Abaddon Black to clean up the red. It's often easier to intentionally cover more than needed, and then go back with a darker colour to clean up. Going back to the red bits, I used Evil Sunz Scarlet to highlight the cable and the eyes. I also used Wild Rider red on the eyes, towards the middle of the face, but I lost that footage somewhere. Lugganath Orange finishes off the eyes, with a thin line. I also painted in the buttons on the Auspex scanner with these colours. Wanting to highlight the white a bit, I switched to Corax white and painted over some raised sections that I wanted lighter, while also covering the red paint that I spilled on the cheek. For the Purity Seal wax, I used Wordbearer's red as a base coat, then followed with Pink Horror as a highlight. The colour plate in White Dwarf 460 shows a black gun casing, but every other example in the magazine shows gold, so I went with the gold. The Auspex casing was painted, as were all of the gold details. The spear is looking really nice with all this gold. I almost forgot about this bit on the knee, especially with it being partially hidden by the cloth. Having base coated the gold, I switched to Iron Warriors to base coat the silver, like the spear tip and the prongs on the scanner, as well as the usual details on the power pack and helmet. To highlight the silver, I used Runefang Steel and went over the bits that I felt needed to be shinier. Lots of little dots here and there on the dark silver help give it a nice shine. To highlight the gold, I used Liberator gold, painting over similar spots to that of the silver. This colour is hard to notice over Retributor armour. It's a bit shinier whilst being a little bit green. For the haft of the spear, I used Mechanicus Standard Grey to highlight the black. I mostly just dotted the edges, where the woven material transitions. I also highlighted the crest at this stage. For the parchment, I used Abaddon black and painted in some scribbles. But for the scroll on the greave, I carefully painted the word Nematon, after the homeworld of the Emperor's spears. Finally, onto an enamel wash. While I wanted this guy to look a bit cleaner, he's still in need of some shading, which the enamel does really well. It also worked to bring the colours down a bit. It was looking a little bit too bright, I think. After the enamel had cured, I applied my usual basing method, followed by an ultramatte varnish. And here we have it! A Veteran Sergeant of the Emperor's Spears chapter. This one was a lot of fun to do, and I'm pretty happy with the result. The spear was a fun opportunity to kit bash. The Age of Darkness melee upgrade kit has a two-handed spear, so I had to cut off both hands and reposition one of them, but I think I managed to make it fit nicely. The gold really works for this one, helping it stand out nicely. I also found the crest interesting. If you're painting this chapter for yourself, I hope you can find a source for a lot of these crests. Pretty much every rank above Standard Brothers have them in one way or another. That being said, it is a good look, and I think the old Mark IV transverse crest suits the Mark X helmet nicely. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this chapter was requested by one of you guys in the comments. If you have a request, or any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to get back to you. As for a little bit of self-critique here, I don't think I got the blue right. I thought about using Calidor Sky, but it seemed too vibrant. Maybe the enamel could have brought the Calidor Sky down? I don't know. Either way, specific colours are often up to your own personal preference. The sources differ, and so can you. As for future videos, I've got a few models assembled and ready, though my 3D printer is currently out of action, so it might be a while before some newer requests are seen to. Anyway, I hope you stick around for the next one.